You know the name. You see the badge on millions of cars and trucks. But do you know the man behind the legend? This is the story of Henry Ford, the farm boy who put America on wheels and changed the world forever. Our story begins in rural Michigan in the summer of 1863. The Civil War was raging, but on the Ford family farm, a different kind of revolution was brewing in the mind of a 12-year-old boy. Henry was given a pocket watch. He didn't just tell time, he took it apart and put it back together. This wasn't just curiosity. It was a first sign of a mind obsessed with how things work. He was a born tinkerer, but his father wanted him to run the farm. This is the classic American clash: tradition versus innovation. At 16, Henry had enough. He walked 8 miles to Detroit to become a machinist's apprentice. He was chasing the future, one gear at a time. By the 1890s, the world was buzzing with horseless carriages. While others in Europe were experimenting, Henry was in his shed, late into the night, surrounded by tools and ambition. In 1896, he unveiled his masterpiece, the quadricycle. It was a simple wooden frame with 4 bicycle wheels and a primitive engine. When it finally sputtered to life, the door of his shed was too small to get it out. So what did this stubborn visionary do? He took an axe and smashed a hole in the wall. That's the spirit that built America. He didn't just build a car, he broke down barriers. But the real breakthrough was yet to come. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T. It was reliable, simple, and affordable. He famously said, "I will build a car for the great multitude." And he did. But there was a problem. He couldn't build them fast enough. Demand was insane. This is where Ford cemented his genius. He looked at the world and saw inefficiency. He introduced the moving assembly line. It was a revolution. The time to build a Model T dropped from over 12 hours to just 93 minutes. Production skyrocketed. But Henry wasn't just building cars. He was building a new kind of consumer. In 1914, he dropped a bombshell that shook the entire industry. He doubled his workers' pay to $5 a day. Critics called him crazy. But Ford was a visionary. He realized that if he paid his workers more, they could afford to buy the very cars they were building. He wasn't just creating a workforce. He was creating a middle class. This was more than business. It was a social revolution on an assembly line. His stubbornness was both his strength and his weakness. He resisted updates to the Model T for too long, letting competitors catch up. His personal views were often controversial, but his impact is undeniable. When Henry Ford died in 1947, he wasn't just a car maker. He was the man who shrank continents, empowered millions, and defined the modern industrial age. He was a farm boy who never stopped tinkering. He believed that progress wasn't a privilege to the rich, but a right for everyone. He didn't just